stupid. Are you ready?
Okay, Smokey, roll 'em. That's silly. Shoot him now! Shoot him now!
Oh, I gotcha.
This documentary lit a fire under everyone's ass, specifically Chuck Jones. He was fucking furious about not just this documentary, just at Clampett in general, because it was this, and Clampett did an interview with Michael Barrier in '69, and a lot of lies were told in that. So, because this documentary came out, Chuck sent a letter to an old friend of his.
Henry Jaglom?
No,
Oh, okay.
Tex Avery.
No, that's Orson Welles I got him confused with.
No. He wrote a letter to Tex Avery just to get out his grievances. Now, this is a very popular letter. This letter has been in circulation for a long time. And I read the majority of the letter. And I have picked out the best bits to read. Okay. Now, Jordan, do you want to be Chuck Jones or Tex Avery in bold?
I'll do Chuck, because I feel like
okay.
I can do that justice.
Okay. So,
right.
So this letter was dated December 11th, 1975. So this was a couple... See, it's because of this date that I'm like, maybe the movie came out on the 19th, maybe this was a premiere. I don't know, but anyways...
I so badly want to read this as Orson Welles, but I know it wouldn't make sense.
No, it would not.
I also wanted to do the fucking Ken Burns. Dearest Tex, good morrow to you. How may you rest? Me and my companions are just about to go down the throat of the Union. No.
Right.
Okay. Cut to Shelby Foote, and they had a sexual relationship. Okay. All right. Sorry.
Okay.
Dearest Texward. Dear Tex, here are a few random thoughts in the night. Recently, I've taken to waking up in a frenzy, wondering if I have a ruptured memory, wondering if all those things Bob Clampett is saying are really true, wondering if defunct Funny World's funny Mike Barrier is correct when he says, I am going to operate on the assumption that Clampett's version of events at the Warner Bros. Cartoon Studio is substantially correct.
I received same comments from Barrier.
Why are you doing Tex as if he's from Texas? I just said, wouldn't it be funny if we did the Ken Burns thing? Then don't. Now you're doing the Ken Burns thing.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
We need a pan flute in the background. Jesus.
I received same comments from Barrier.
In order to check my memory, here are some Clampett quotes from said interview. Clampett discussing the year 1931. I thought up a stream of wabbit jokes, hunting jokes, some of which reached the screen 7 years later in the first Bugs Bunny cartoon, carefully dated and signed drawing Bob Clampett 1931. For some reason, none of the rest of the other drawings are dated. Clampett was either 15 or barely 16 at the time, precocious kid.
Unadulterated hogwash.
Exactly. I thought of the name Porky and Beans. He substantiated this with a model sheet drawn by Frizz Freeling of Oliver Owl, Porky, and others. This bears a Clampett signature, but not a Freeling signature.
It was Frizz. I haven't got a hat.
Exactly. He then says, then we, Tex and Clampett, thought of Daffy Dean, and thus Daffy Duck was named. Not according to Tex, but who cares what the originator of the character says?
He's so mad. He's so mad.
He says, in 1938, I had found the character I was looking for. This was the birth of Bugs Bunny. In parentheses, the world was looking for it too. My first sketches were simple, but they were very close to what you saw finally in A Wild Hare. I love that. He just goes,
No way! Sickened! Lies!
And worked with Tex in order to get Bugs back on the track of what I had envisioned. Clampett getting Tex on the track is comparable to Sam Peckinpah getting Charles Chaplin on the track.
Like I said, Chuck Jones, ginormous Charlie Chaplin fan. And Tex comments on this with, "Oh, brother."
Leon okayed my using whoever I needed to work out a final model sheet. Substantiation, a model sheet drawn by Bob McKimson for Tex Avery, but here labeled Bob Clampett's rabbit model.
This was the model sheet that was in the documentary. Tex says, "Could this be forgery? Check the jet black signature on the old faded stat."
Jet Black and the Seven Dwarfs. I helped him on the story of the Isle of Pingo Pongo. From way up there in the Ray Katz unit? Tex says no.
This is one of my favorites. He's a little dingo dongo on this.
Oh my God.
I love this.
Tex is just having fun.
He is. I love it.
All right. I gave Bugs Bunny his first carrot. Funny, I could have sworn it showed up before Clampett started directing Bugs Bunnies.
Check A Wild Hare, 1940. Bob, I got the idea from Gable eating a carrot and it happened one night? What?
I've written over 1,000 songs, one a week for 40 years.
His top hit! I'll tell it my way! This is funny shit! This is really good!
Tex and I went to bat for Chuck and he got the job. I really prefer you as an enemy, Bob.
Ditto! Chuck swung his own bat, Bob!
Oh, this is even... Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, this...
I hit upon the name Sniffles. I sketched him as a little mouse. I gave Chuck Sniffles as a gift. Not the way Dave Monahan and Rich Hogan remember it, but who are they? The writers on the Sniffles series, that's who. Proof, a drawing of Sniffles by Bob Cannon.
Chuck, you should have thrown your discarded sketches in your wastebasket!
Who'd have thought I would? It's like Brett Kavanaugh's calendars. It's like, I kept all my calendars from the 1980s to prove that I wasn't drinking. The rest of them, I don't know where they went. I might have been drunk. I have the true original sketch of that gag, Rabbit Kissing Dog, in my Warner cartoon collection. Well, that kind of proof ought to settle the matter, but again, Hogan and Monahan point out that the gag referred to appeared in Presto Chango, directed by Charles M. Jones, whoever he is.
He's in the wastebasket again, Chuck!
I love how Tex helps this next one. Bugs Bunny and his creator, Bob Clampett, heading on a reproduced article.
A wolf in rabbit's clothing!
All right, we also have a picture in here of Bugs Bunny, signed Bob Clampett, however, not drawn by Bob Clampett. Probably by Rob Scribner, plus an Easter greeting, unquestionably drawn by Bob McKimson.
Back to the wastebasket!
Now, if a false statement is stated over and over again, particularly in public forums such as TV, radio, and the press, and because such false statements, or lies as they're also known, as we are concerned with here, convince people like Mike Barrier and Larry Jackson that Bob Clampett is more reliable than the truth of the matter, and because I have become somewhat doubtful of my own memories, I would like to refresh a few more of those memories by stating things as I remember them to be, starting at Termite Terrace in 1935. Clampett's contribution to the birth of Daffy Duck, the growth of Porky Pig, and the so-called wacky humor of Termite Terrace was not more significant than any of the rest of us who worked for Tex. The difference between the other animators and Clampett was, and is, that we do not pretend to claim credit for the work of other directors, particularly when we owe them the loyalty of once being on their staff.
Those are nice words, Chuck. I appreciate it.
No problem, Tex. Note, it is axiomatic in animation that directors are given the credit and the blame for the pictures that bear their names as director. Clampett always... Yeah.
If I may barge in, we do that. When there's like a bad McKimson cartoon that's like sexist as hell, we don't go like, oh, fuck that one guy in the writer's room. No, we go, God damn it, McKimson.
Yeah. You oversaw it.
Yeah.
Clampett always insisted on this when he became a director. In his pictures, he credits not one idea, gag, or piece of animation to anyone but himself.
Right on!
Yeah. Black Panther, Tex Avery. But his claims But his claims for creation of Bugs, Daffy, and Porky are on all the films he did not direct. He even admits that himself.
The gist of this entire letter.
Finally, this. Jackson may have acted in innocence though Barrier insists on the Clampett version, even in the face of protests from Tex, Frizz, and me. Well, innocence and stubbornness are equal thieves in the night when they steal the good names of good men, particularly Tex Avery and Frizz Freeling, who together forged the style and character of Warner Brothers animated films, until some of the rest of us grew up and realized how fortunate we were to find ourselves in such an environment. And now, today, 30 years after Clampett left Warner's, not under his own power as he would have it.
Damn.
I love that. It's like, bitch, you are fired. We must struggle against the most blindly stubborn barriers to preserve the truth of our own history.
The greatest con job of all time! Only the guilty need be afraid.
Today, we're constantly reminded of the immortality of our characters and the joy they brought to the world. Must we now have to explain to our own grandchildren the truth of our beginnings in face of the cheap claims of such immoral or amoral opportunism? Love, Chuck.
Postscript. The eras indicated here are only a few of those contained in the original Clampett interview in Funny World, endorsed by Mike Barrier, and leading to the more slightly subtle distortions in Camera 3.
Holy shit.
By Terrace. Chuck is calling out John Canemaker here.
Oh my god, I was wondering where the Canemaker connection was going to be. He's also calling bullshit on Boys from Termite Terrace?
And Chuck was in that!
Time passed and the years were kind to Bugs Bunny, improving and streamlining not only his appearance, but his entire personality. This transformation is due not just to the drawing of the character, but to the tremendous amount of attention the directors placed on his behavior.
Once we have the drawing, and then we put down the drawing, we start to talk to the animator, then we have to decide how do these characters differ in terms of their postures, so that you know what the postures, by the way they stand, who are they, so that you can imitate them. In other words, you can imitate Daffy with this feeling, like he's got to move. Even when he's laughing, he's in a position to move away.
The fuck's going on?
Bugs Bunny wasn't sitting down?
He was leaning over.
The grossly unfair misrepresentations of Bugs Bunny Superstar and compounded by Clemens claims his other appearances are on TV and college campuses. So this has been building up. This has been building up for a long time, and the movie just put him over the edge.
This was the straw that broke the camel's back, and he just went to his typewriter in a blind rage and went, something has to be done here. And so it was.
Yeah,
I love the text was so agreeable in this. I love the text was like, yeah, right on.
Tex, listen, whenever I read anything, because, like, Chuck, Tex, and Frizz, like, they went to the Annie Awards with June Foray because June made the Annie Awards. So like those three hung out in the mid to late 70s. They were pals. So them seeing their past cohort do all this bullshit are like, Bob, what the fuck are you doing? Like, dude, come on. Like again, I do like this perspective from Chuck, where it's like, hey, we're at a place now where people respect what we did. Can you stop lying? Like, we're in a good place, Bob. Just give them the credit.
Don't fuck this up. We're so close.
Yeah, and when Bob died, guess who became the new front bearer of the Looney Tunes legacy? Chuck Jones. And you know what? Did a damn good job with it. Listen, you can say
he told the story correctly.
Told the story correctly. Him, Chuck, and Frizz. I think what really helped was the Bugs Bunny 50th. That was a marketing move by Warner Brothers. Absolutely it was. But it gave Chuck and Frizz and the opportunity to be like, oh, we have a stage now? were being interviewed every single week by somebody because of this marketing stunt?
I've got to get my couch redone.
Yeah, okay. Sure. We'll actually say our story this time. And listen, like Kurgan's too, I mean, Clampett is still an incredible animation director. We're not saying he was an incredible animation director. But maybe don't spend the last decade of your life telling bullshit. Because when you do that, you're going to have people who long outlast you going, hey, this guy was full of it. But yeah, all these directors have submitted their legacy. It's just that Bob Clampett has a little addition of he kind of lied a lot near the end.
Yeah,
that's pretty much.
He kind of made a propaganda puff piece about himself.
Yeah,
he discredited the other guys.
But it's fine because since then we've gotten so many more documentaries and written pieces and films about the history of Looney Tunes in much more accurate light. I say all this, Joe. Can you imagine if the Joe Dante Turbine Terrorist film came out? Because the thing about that one was like, oh yeah, great idea, but it's like, well, clearly this would have favored Chuck Jones. So, there were amazing verses. I would live in the world where both Bugs Bunny Superstar and the Joe Dante Turbine Terrorist Chuck Jones approved movies both happened. You just look at a boat and be like, okay, so you're telling bullshit, you're telling bullshit, you're telling lies, you're telling lies.
The Freeling movie is just the Barry Keoghan as Ringo movie. It's just like he's having a good time in the background. I'll play the drums.
I thought the best fight movie was just him getting stopped by paparazzi.
Leave me alone.